Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat. Everybody. Everybody must eat. Yes. Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat.
So a Walmart employee made a video today, and he really works at Walmart, guys. He's really a Walmart employee. He even showed himself at Walmart and showed footage.
I guess they're cutting off my wig too. They took my famous first. I get 0 child support from either one of my baby daddies. 0.
So what's going on with food stamps about to run out? 42 million Americans who depend on the SNAP or Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program to eat, to survive. That's going to run out.
Major update about snaps for November for all the 45 million recipients. We just got some very interesting information.
Well, guys, here we go.
Come on, man.
Welcome to the channel, guys. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. It really does help the channel. Today's video, EBT meltdown continues. Guys, are you guys seeing this? This is at Walmart.
Well, there's something you don't see every day.
This is how Walmart is protecting their meat and is protecting all their merchandise. It's getting to a point like this is ridiculous, guys. They got like chicken wire on the meat. Believe it.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this.
What? They even have the like 25 cents pack of Kool-Aid. They have that shit locked down too. Oh my God. Who the hell is gonna steal a little pack of Kool-Aid? This is nuts. Guys, it's not only Walmart doing this. I went to, I believe it was CVS to buy some deodorant, and they have that stuff locked down too. You need to call somebody, so they get it for you, and they bring it to the register, and they make sure that you are paying for it. People are stealing pretty much everything. It's not only Walmart, but this is getting ridiculous, guys. Walmart in the future, I think they're gonna install a metal detector. It's gonna be like a prison or something. It's like going through TSA at the airport. They're gonna pat you down, they're gonna scan you, and they're gonna make sure you don't have any weapons on you.
So a Walmart employee made a video today, and he really works at Walmart, guys. He's really a Walmart employee. He even showed himself at Walmart and showed footage. He actually showed footage today of people going inside of Walmart, rioting, running out of Walmart with baskets of groceries.
Like, guys, what the hell happened over here? Somebody drove a car inside Walmart.
This is literally crazy. Are you people insane?
It's getting to a point, I really don't know what's going on with individuals these days. Everybody's going crazy. Just because of food stamp, they cut enough food stamp? Come on.
Knocking people down. They said the police was everywhere, man. And I'm hearing that this is due to the SNAP benefits getting cut off. Now, if this is actually happening in the month of October, we're not even in a month of November where Thanksgiving starts at. So if this is really happening in October, I cannot wait to see what the month of November is going to look like.
November is already here, so it's going to get worse before it gets better.
as it edges closer to Thanksgiving, even though Thanksgiving is towards the end of the month next month, and you already got riots going on Walmart. I don't know, man. It ended up really, really bad. The decisions to shut the government down, and not just to shut the government down, but to actually have all these people scared and in hysteria thinking that they may not get their SNAP benefits. Them kids need that WIC. They need that milk. These people need those food stamps to fill their refrigerators and their pantries up. Now, I do know a lot of people do abuse the system, but there are some legit people out here who do not abuse the system, man. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of this riot at Walmart. You guys can actually look it up. Just type in riot at Walmart. It's going on. The guy actually showed clips of what was going on inside Walmart. And I know people could Photoshop stuff, but you can't Photoshop a video like that. He said that it was horrible. He said it was so horrible that he ended up going home early because they had them in the parking lot cleaning up stuff out the parking lot, bags of chips that was all over the ground, packs of meat that was all over the ground from people running to their cars. They said one truck pulled up. They dumped a bunch of stuff in the back of the truck while being chased by loss prevention, and the truck sped off and hit a tree or something.
This is serious. This situation is gonna get worse. People doing this type of crap, going to private property and destroying private property and going to Walmart and trying to steal. It's not good for the rest of the people. Because of that, they're going to implement other type of rules. They have everything pretty much now locked in cages and the meats in chicken wires.
I guess they're cutting off my WIC too. They took my family's first. I get 0 child support from either one of my baby daddies. 0. I have applied for so many at-home jobs, it's ridiculous. I don't have a car. Even if I could get a job, I don't have a babysitter.
Guys, this lady's situation, she's saying that she doesn't get any child support from the fathers. I don't know how, because this child support institution, you know, they chase people down. So how in the hell you are not getting child support from the fathers of your kids?
I applied for child care help, and they told me I couldn't get it because I didn't have a job. I can't get a job because I don't have a babysitter.
Wow.
Y'all make your little jokes and shit. We're gonna be hurting this month. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll figure it out though. I always do. I will. You should be ashamed of yourself though. Cracking jokes of shit ain't funny.
Guys, this is one of the exceptions. You know, this young lady here, she's having, she wants to work, but, you know, she doesn't have a, like she said, a babysitter, and she doesn't have a car. You know, she needs the assistant, you know, to get on her feet. And she's not like being lazy like the rest of the other people. Her situation is tough. Hopefully she figured it out.
So what's going on with food stamps about to run out? 42 million Americans who depend on the SNAP or Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program to eat, to survive. That's going to run out on Saturday? Yep. And let me explain. So right now, if you go to the U.S. Department of Agriculture website, it says, quote, Senate Democrats have now voted 12 times to not fund the food stamp program, also known as SNAP. Bottom line, the well has run dry. We're approaching an inflection point for Senate Democrats. They can continue to hold out for healthcare for illegal aliens and gender mutilation procedures, or reopen the government so mothers, babies, and the most vulnerable among us can receive critical nutrition assistance. That's quite a stark description of the reason that the government is shut down. Democrats say they're doing it to restore Medicaid benefits and also to continue the extension of the Obamacare subsidy so people can afford health insurance, which expires at the end of the year. But be that as it may, Democrats say, wait a second, there is a contingency fund for food stamps. And in fact, you can go back on the Wayback Machine and find a memo from all the way back just on September 30th of this year, so not really that long ago, that says congressional intent is evident that SNAP's operation should continue since the program has been provided with multi-year contingency funds to ensure that the state can continue operations during a federal government shutdown. Multi-year contingency funds available to fund participant benefits in the event that a lapse occurs in the middle of the fiscal year. A Trump Agricultural Department memo from September 30th, but it's no longer on their website.
Guys, this government shutdown is going to last for a long, long time, because every time they get together, they just start arguing and nobody wants to give up. This party don't want to give up. This party don't want to give up. And they're just acting like childs. That's the bottom line. They're acting like childs. And my opinion, I think this is just a freaking plan, running like an experiment. That's the word I was looking for. They're running an experiment on everybody. And I think once they shut it down, the food stamp, you're not going to be able to get it back.
Did not tell you. Did not tell you.
And I asked USDA, what's up with that? And they said, oh, that's an iterative document. What does that mean? They said it's constantly changing. They no longer think it's true. They think that their current legal analysis, which they acknowledge many disagree with, is that these funds are only for the event of a natural disaster, even if this September 30th document says it's for a government shutdown or can be used for a government shutdown. Democrats say that the Trump administration is changing their interpretation of the law so they can use the hunger of 42 million Americans to pressure Democrats to vote to reopen the government. The Trump administration says, no, that's not true. This is just their legal interpretation, and Democrats should vote to reopen the government because these are vital nutrition programs. In any case, what's going to happen is, unless something changes, 42 million Americans are at risk of going hungry.
42 million Americans without food.
Wow, bro. That's crazy.
We are not talking of hundreds of people. We are talking of millions of people that are going to go hungry because of this. I always said this on all my videos. This is why you need to prepare. Don't depend on the government to feed you. This is going to be a wake-up call for you guys. Please, take care of yourself. Take care of your family. Just forget about the government. The government, they don't care about nobody.
No.
And people, they just talk about EBT, food stamps, Section 8. But with this government shutdown, a whole bunch of people that they work for the government, they are not getting paid.
It's an evil world we live in.
They are not getting paid. Pretty much they are working for free. And they are saying that there is no guarantee that they're going to get a back pay. So pretty much all these weeks that they have been working, probably they're not going to get paid.
Major update about snaps for November for all the 45 million recipients. We just got some very, very interesting information, as this entire picture of what is going on with SNAP benefits is not accurate as to why people will not be receiving them. The government shutdown is not why people won't be getting them. And I need you guys to like, share, comment, repost, get this information out so that we can educate people on what their choices are and were that led up to 45 million Americans not being able to receive supplemental income for food benefits. The thing about this administration is it is very underhanded and sneaky. While you're watching the right hand, the left is smacking you in the fucking face. And that is what's happening to the American people. Everyone believes that the government shutdown is what is causing this lapse and even the end of all SNAP benefits. But here's what it actually is. I need you guys to know that the people who are in charge in distributing the SNAP benefits are the same people that you see of the Trump administration that are loyal to him and do his bidding. Now, I want you to listen closely to this statement from the Secretary Rollins of the head of the FDA who Trump put in place.
Guys, everybody's blaming the government shutdown because nobody's getting their EBT, but it was happening before the government shutdown. This administration, they decide to cut off a whole bunch of programs that they consider they are not necessary because they want to save money. So it was going to happen no matter what. But now they're just blaming the government shutdown that 42 million Americans, they're not going to receive their EBT food stamps.
Watch how it's a very conniving thing to say, and if you're dumb, you might miss it. Secretary Rollins made a claim that the Trump administration is unable to deliver November SNAP benefits during a shutdown. Now, the claim is being made is that there is no food stamps because the program at this moment does not exist. The agency is telling states that if they do pay out SNAPs for November, they will not be reimbursed that money. Now, the agency is saying that this month there is not enough money to pay full food SNAPs benefits in November if the lap in federal funding continues. And here's where shit gets interesting. There is a shutdown contingency plan. There is a reserve for this very reason that the people who distribute SNAP food stamps have, and it's $6 billion. That $6 billion in the contingency funds is supposed to be used in evidence like this, a government shutdown, if there's a pause in federal funding, i.e. right now. But the Trump administration is saying they will not pay it out because they want the Democrats to side with them on this health care bill that will fuck us either way.
I'll tell you, they're acting like childs, you know. You give me that, I give you this, and just let's make it an even trade. Pretty much that's what's going on right now.
Long story short, they are using the food that Americans need to put in their mouths, supplemented income, to literally blackmail the fucking Democrats into signing this bill. Backup funds. They have $6 billion in contingency plan money to pay out that food stamp balance on November for recipients that is strictly there as a reserve, and they're denying doing that. They will not do that. They're saying, no, that $6 billion for contingency is not going to be used. This is not the fault of the Democrats. These are the Republicans holding people's livelihood at a fucking dangle because they want to end what they call Obamacare. So please, spread the message and the information so that when November 1st comes and we have hungry people, we know who we need to go deal with.
Guys, let me tell you this. Let me give you an update. It's already November, and I saw it on the news. They pay out a portion of the EBT money that people supposed to receive. They gave everybody like 50% because there was not enough money to give out the full amount to everybody. So you guys got lucky that you got a little bit of your money, you know, to get by. If this continues, by next month, December, it's gonna be another story. So you have to be prepared. Start, you know, looking for a plan B, plan C, or plan D, whatever plan it fit your needs. But you have to do something to take care of your family because it's going to get worse, guys. This is not to be fear-mongering. We have to be real, and we have to look, you know, the picture the way it is. People that really need this food stamp, they are going to go hungry. Like I always said, there is a lot of people that are abusing the system, but there is people that really need this help. They are disabled and they cannot work, so they are depending on this to eat, to put food on the table. And they always tell you, oh, go to the food bank, go to the food banks. The problem is everybody's running to the food banks, and this food bank, they don't have enough food for everybody. That's the big problem right here. Some other people that are saying, you know, this big corporation, they have made billions and billions of dollars that they need to step on now and do some type of donation. But like I said it before in another video, this big corporation, they just don't care about their community. They don't care about anybody. They just want to make more money and more money for their shareholders.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you
We don't care.
That's the only priority for this big corporation. And sometimes when you go to check out, they ask the customer for donation. It happens all the time. I see it all the time, asking for donation. This big corporation, they are so greedy, like I said. They just don't care. That's why you have to take care of yourself first, put your family first, and just forget about everybody else. You need to take this as a learning lesson. So guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you like content like this, please consider subscribing to the channel. Everybody else that have been subscribing to the channel, thank you very much. I really appreciate it, and see you on the next one.